they'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to roam now. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. But at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, And then they could make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Stop!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
1st down, Steelers.
Ready, ready! 30 base. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Pilot, 64, weak. Bang, bang. Hey, jet. Shift, watch the shift. Ready, ready!
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
General West. You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
They're running it. Undercrush. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Gordon under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Rams nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
3 down. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll try the left side. Ellison through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, LA! A great play there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. My 7. Let's go.
From the gun, Gordon, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Go! Man, move it. You got to get that.
Back to throw. Gordon. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Silver. Hey, echo. Check. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Operating from the gun. Gordon. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check, crouch.
Now a give, right side. Gibson.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ricky.
Throwing on first down. Gordon. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
50, Mike 50. Let's go. Go, Mike 50.
From the gun, Gordon. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Check 13. Hatchet. Ready.
Got some real estate inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Rams 7. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Ellison. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tevin Coleman, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
180. Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump.
On third down, Ellison. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Come on. 180. Oh, you got D? Check. Hey, 18. Motion.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. There he goes left side. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. 57 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Protein spill. Hey, orbit. 2.
Operating from the gun, Gordon. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Gordon on the screen. This is Coleman. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. X3. 218. Chop it. 15. Check my 15. What we got? What we got? What we got? Rock it. Rock it. Back. Quick the edge. Quick the edge. Come. Hey. Alert. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Foxtrot. Check. Let's go.
Back to throw. Gordon going underneath. It's Coleman.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
61, matchbox lights. 50, hey, team 6. Look, screen. Snap.
Looking to throw. Gordon, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go. Do it.
Over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Trubisky to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys have now moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 21-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay.
He's got daylight. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gordon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Gordon This one complete to Scott Miller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gordon. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jordan Thomas there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. And those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now a handoff working right. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strong right, strong right. Go. We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Yeah, baby. Ready. Spin the flag. 50. Cross the pass. Cross the pass.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Don't get nervous.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Check. Switch.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go. Watch the safety creep. Shoot.
From the gun, Gordon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready?
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
60 outlaw. General West. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Hey. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 52.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jordan Thomas, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Myers connects on the PAT, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ellison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a third and about 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He can run for it, and he will. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now a give right side. Ellison. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
He's coming.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Down. 60 or. Let's put him on the play. Sam up. Check 4. Hey, Haywood. Yo, that's fight.
He's back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, Delta. Hurry up.
Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Ellison. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the left side. Ellison. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.
Steelers 35.